Welcome back, Jeff Packer with the Packer Group, and this is our quarterly update through the third quarter of 2021, and I am excited to talk to you about what's going on in the market. Lately, as I've been out and about, man, I hear all the time from everybody, is the market shifting? Is the bubble about to burst? What is going on in real estate? Should we sell now because is our house gonna be worth a lot less here come a couple of months from now or even a year from now? Everybody is on the verge of what appears to be panic mode when it comes to real estate. The reality is that the market is just doing a normal seasonal shift. The market is still in a really hot, strong spot. And I want to show you what I mean by that by diving into the numbers, talking through the why behind what we're seeing and how that should play out over the next couple of quarters into the next real big selling season, which is spring of 2022. So what I'm gonna do is dive in first and foremost into some graphs that are gonna show you what's been going on over the last 3.5 years. I always like to look at a 3-year rolling graph, mainly because it gives us an idea of pre-COVID. It also shows a little bit of the nuances to the COVID period of time and to then where we are at today. So let's dive in. First and foremost, we are going to look at a graph that is just the sales price average, more or less just to give everybody the context that yes, we did see a big increase in sales price, the median sales price in 2021. You can see that through this section of the graph here. But as you can see, there's a seasonality of this. And the seasonality is very easily seen. If you go back to 2018, we see the median sale price tends to be a little bit lower in the winter months. It rises throughout the summer, and then it drops back down in the fall and the winter. And then it does it again in 2019 and does it again in 2020, even amongst COVID and the weird nuances that were COVID. And then here in 2021, we saw a big increase. Well, why did we see that big increase in 2021? Well, the reality is it's based on the number of homes for sale. So again, we look at a 3-year rolling graph on a month-by-month basis, and the number of homes for sale in 2018 and 2019 topped out almost at 40,000 properties for sale. And so that's a lot. Well, here we are in August, through August of 2021. We don't have September numbers yet, but at just about 20,000 properties. So we're still 50% less inventory here in 2021 than we were in 2018 and 2019 pre-COVID. So what does that again mean? It means that the market is still really hot. Is the market shifting a little bit? Are we seeing more inventory hit the market? Yes. We need that, and that's important. But during the COVID period of time, we got out of our normal seasonality. The inventory level didn't rise like it normally did. It just kept falling and falling and falling and falling. There's lots of nuances to that, but that's just the reality. Well, what has that then meant for the rest of the market? Well, we look at days on market. Days on market is still at a pretty much all-time low. About 21, 22 days on market. As you can see, that's the lowest it's been in the 3-year. So homes are still selling very quickly. Are we seeing it to slowly start to rise? Yeah, we're seeing it slowly start to rise, but we're okay. The market can absorb days on market going up a little bit. What are the other things that we're seeing? Well, again, month supply of inventory. Month supply of inventory is starting to rise up a little bit to 1.7 months of inventory. But again, and that's up from the low of 1.1 this summer, but that's okay, we need it. It's still lower than the pre-COVID months that were still a very big seller's market pre-COVID in 2018 and 2019. And so our 1.7 months is still much lower than any of the previous time before COVID. Then also, one of the things I like to look at is the percentage of homes, the sold price as a percentage of the list price and where they're selling on as a ratio of that. And again, yes, this summer we had one of the strongest summers we've ever had where the average home sold about 1.3% above asking price. In many cases, we saw a lot of homes selling upwards to 10% over asking price, but the average was 1.3% above. No other time in the last 3 years had we seen anything like that. Back in 2018, there was the summer months, we did see 100% list to sale ratio, but that's where we're at right now. But prior to that, we hadn't really seen it go above that 100% number until this summer. So yes, this summer was extremely hot. As I tell people, it was a white hot market. We're just now in a red hot market. And these are the evidences that we're seeing. And then the last thing I will show you is showings per listing. When we look at showings per listing, again, people are like, oh yeah, we're seeing less traffic through through the houses that are for sale right now. Yeah, that's true. We are seeing less traffic because in the summer, we were up to almost like 19 showings per listing before they ended up selling. And we're at 10 right now. So you might say, wow, half as much. Yeah, it's half as much, but we're still at a similar level to what it was in 2018 and 2019 pre-COVID. And so the reality is that shows us the buyer demand is still there. The inventory is still really low, so we are still in a good market. We are just seeing a seasonal shift for the first time since pre-COVID numbers. And so the market is shifting a little bit back to pre-COVID experience and what it was like then, but it was still a seller's market then, and it's still a seller's market now. The market is not going to crash. Look, I lived through 2008 and 9. I was a real estate agent during that time. And even at the worst, we were seeing values drop at 1% a month. The real estate market doesn't crash overnight. It takes time for it to happen. It was a 3-year buildup for 2008 to happen. We started seeing the values drop in the last quarter of 2005. We started seeing the shift, and it was 2008, October of 2008, when the market actually did crash. And so that was 3 years later that subprime market crashed when we saw the first indications and signs. So this isn't going to be a quick thing that all of a sudden overnight the real estate market crashes. So that's good news for you as a seller. If you're thinking of selling in the next 1 to 2 to 3 years, the market's probably going to continue to remain strong. We don't know, we don't have that crystal ball to see the future, but at least all the indications that I just showed you shows that the market is going to continue to be relatively strong from a seller's standpoint over the next 3 years. If you're a buyer and you're watching this and you're curious about what's going on in the market, don't continue to wait. That would be my biggest warning to you. If you're a buyer and you're thinking, oh, the market's gonna tank and I'm gonna just get a better deal 3, 4, 5 years down the line, I think you're gonna be dead wrong, and you're gonna wish you did something sooner than later. And so if you're in a position to be able to do something, I would do it sooner than later. We do have some unique strategies and some tips that we can give you from the Packer Group to you as a buyer to help you navigate the current market and when it might be a better time to buy versus when you're gonna be facing more competition later. But I will tell you, even if the prices do drop a little bit, but the rates go up, you could still end up being put in a position where your monthly payment's more than what it would be today if you were to pull the trigger today. And so I would encourage anybody, if they're looking to buy, mainly because of the rates being where they're at, now is a great time to be able to get into the market. So all that to say, if you're looking to sell, we'd love to talk to you. We'd love to talk through strategies that we help with our clients to be able to maximize what you can sell your home for. If you're looking to buy, like I said, we'd love to be able to talk to you. We've got a schedule link that we can put in the link of the video for you to easily be able to just book an appointment with us. You can always contact us. You can always check us out at welcomehomedetroit.com. We would love to be able to navigate and walk you through whether it's buying or selling a home over the next 3, 4, 6 months and beyond. So thanks again for watching. With all the conversations that I've been having with people, I just felt it was really important to put something into video to be able to explain what we are seeing in the market, because I think there's a lot of misinformation out there. Hopefully you found this to be really helpful. We appreciate you guys watching and checking us out, and we'd love to help you navigate your real estate needs. Thanks again, Jeff Packer with the Packer Group. Have a great day.